Hi guys, Ralph here. Now, a little bit different lighting. I've got the garage door open, the sun is coming through, for one reason only. I'm going to do a retro brighting. I'm going to see what I can get, what sort of result I can get out of this Sega Saturn controller. Bought this one, it's very nice, it's very good condition, just need a tiny bit of a clean strip down. I have a second one already, the grey one, which kind of, I don't know if you can retro bright the grey ones or not. It doesn't look too bad, it just looks like it's green in a little tiny bit for absolutely no reason. So, retro brighting. I've had very good results from retro brighting so far. I've done the ST, I've done the BBC, the Acorn, absolutely come brilliant with the way I was doing things. Might be to do with the English climate, I'm not quite sure. You've got your sun, you've got your cloud, it comes in and out, you leave it for as long as possible, and then it does get fine. If you're going to intend to do it in somewhere, say like Texas or whatever, then yes, you're going to have problems because there's too much sun, it's going to cook too much. I don't know. It's not a perfect science, retro brighting. So what I'm going to do is with this one, strip this down, give it a good go. If this video has been started on, say, X a day, this will be done probably retro brighted later on in the week, because now when we're filming this, that's west and the sun is setting, so there's already the lights going pretty much quickly on here anyway, so I've got no time at all today to retro bright this. There's only two halves, and hopefully I can take this off here as well, so we'll see what I can do. So there'll be potentially four halves. The buttons don't need anything doing to them, to be a bit cleaned. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me get this strip down. I mean, I like the Sega Saturn controllers. They are quite good in colour-wise. A nice grey, blue, black, and a nice multicoloured and pink there anyway. So let me get this strip down, and we'll get started on this retro brighting as the sun has just set and I've got no natural light at all. Now we're taking these to pieces now. It takes 5 screws on the back. Just taking the last one out there. They're quite obvious really. They're very small posi drive Phillips head screws, very small. So maybe some sort of electrical screwdriver would be fine. Now, for reference sake, for when I get back together, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, start, button, buttons. So, okay, so that comes off rather easily. I thought the actual control pad would have been screwed in. You can tell that there is a difference between the back and the internals of this. So let's get that out. All the pieces out. I don't fully need, I will be washing them. Oh, that's interesting. How does that come out? Does it come out? I hope it does. That might just push onto the actual controller there. Could be quite easy. Maybe put something inside the hole there, push it out. So let me show you the comparison there again. There is a bit of yellowing going on there. So let me see, before I start washing things. I mean, that's doesn't look too good. Has somebody already been inside this, do you think? Perhaps not. There's not much strain relief on there, but it does nip into place with that. So let's see if, and we'll go upwards, if there's any screws going in place holding things in. Now, there is one down here. Is there anything over there? Nothing over there, which is very strange. So there's only that one, 2 pins there, pegs on the board, on the plastic itself, holding the board in, and 1 screw going into it. So that's something to look out for when we put them back together. There's no screws holding that in place. Now I'll isopropanol that a little bit, and we'll try and see if we can get that off. Worst case, that will have to stop on, because that might be glued in place, might be pushed in place, but I'll do that off camera and see what I can do. It's like all the pins are all inside there okay. So that can go in, give them a clean, pop from the cable obviously, and the screws. These need a good clean, and then we'll attempt to retrobrite, but that is still there. Oh, okay. Don't like it just pushed through. And if I can get something inside all the way to the back, it's already loosened as it is. You see that spinning around, I'm spinning that round. So a bit more, loosen off, there you go. That brings that and that off. I could do with the retrobrite itself, that is quite yellowed, but that'll be inside and I don't care. Oh, there we go. Got another comparison for you. There. Colour wise. So, get these cleaned and get them retrobrited. Hopefully it's going to be a little quick, nice little quick video this. So, put in the buttons, clean the case, let them dry overnight. I'll get them in the peroxide, which I use, Be Blonde, 40%. Get this on Amazon. Little bottle's quite good. I'm probably going to use half a bottle for this, I think. Put plenty on, but we'll get round to that once these have been cleaned in a bag and done. So for the time being, I'm going to go away and wash these, and we'll get back to them with a nice and clean, ready for the peroxide, the Be Blonde, to go on. Now, while the plastics are away getting washed and dried, I thought I'd try and take off the controller port. Yeah, try and take the plastics off of this. It is possible to do, and it is possible to do without destroying anything. What there is, if you look at the Sega side, there are these 1, 2, 3, 4 loops, and on the top there are 1, 2, 3, 4 hooks. So what you need to do, and I'm laughing because it's just took me half an hour to do, is try and push the Sega side part in and prise off. It is not that easy, trust me. Once these are on, they're on. But there gives you a clue of 1, 2, 3, 4 hooks you've got to prise outwards to try and get off the plastics for the controller. Well, like I said, that wasn't easy to do. So that gives me this. Now I can clean up. That's fine. There's the carbon around there for interference and whatever properties. So these are actually off. And I could possibly push that back in. I have strained a little bit on there, but my worst case is I could put a thin layer of super glue around the edge, clip back together. I don't see why these shouldn't just clip back in. So that means that I can do this, and it's going to look good with this being done as well. So get this in for the wash as well, and we'll get things away so we can potentially another day get these unyellowed with retrobriting. So that's a definite winner and a good hint for you if you want to do it yourself. Okay, today is finally the day. We're going to get these retrobrite. It's been a few weeks, been a couple of opportunities I've missed, but let's get on with doing these. So all I use, Ziploc bag. It's big enough to carry what you've got. Make sure they're all flat down. And Be Blonde. Make sure you get this exact one, the 40% volume. I'm not associated by them, but it'd be nice if they saw this video and send me some free ones through. But be a good shape, mix it all up, much as you can. Right, I like these Ziploc bags because they're easy to open and they're easy to close. But you need the heat inside this as well. So what I'll do, put everything in the bag, put that in, but first I need to put some gloves on, so give me a second. Okay, newspaper down, in the bag. Some people will brush this stuff on. I can do that as well, but what I'm better using is massaging it onto it. So I do need to cover everything on here, including these two. The more you use, the better it's going to be. So you have to use a full bottle. Use a full bottle. Right. I've already got it on the back of my hand there anyway, so it's looking I'm wearing gloves. I'll sort it in. Not too much on any particular area. On there, on there. All around what you need. That's about ready. Now I'll keep these upright, and every so often I'll massage the whole thing in. Now I need to try and get the gloves off. That one needs to come off, that's definitely gone. So, bunch of air out as you can, seal it in. Now what I'll do, I've got a silver tray, which plays havoc with the camera. Stick it on there, stick it outside, leave it in the sun. I'm going to leave it all day and see what happens with it, and hopefully it should all work out fine. Every so often I'll come out and obviously I'll just massage little bits so it's not collecting in certain areas, but it should be fine. So give me a few hours and we'll see how this is being done. Right, I brought the tray in. This is after 2 hours, and you can tell, oh, if the brightness wasn't too high. Have a look at that, take the tray away. The tray's nice and warm, so the heat obviously does a lot for it as well, but there's a lot of goo coming out here. The colouring is coming out in this stuff. But yeah, all you have to do, just rub it over a little bit so it doesn't collect on certain areas and leaves your lines on your plastic. Rub it in. It's nice and warm, this bag as well, so the sun's actually really good today. I had a funny feeling it wouldn't be. That's fine. So occasional turns, massage it in, and leave it to it for a few hours. Now we're going to come back to this later. We'll leave this outside now for quite a while. What you'll see is we'll unbag and clean, and we should be there. It's actually, I can tell a mile off, it's actually really good already. It just looks filthy. The peroxide just looks filthy when it's dragging the stuff out. It's really good. Works really well. There. Nice and clean, out of the bag, all done, all peroxide off. I'm deliberately putting these upside down way because these should have been this colour anyway on the inside because they weren't exposed to the sun or general muck or whatever else that they've been exposed to over time. So, big reveal will come at the end. I'm going to put this back together again. It's fairly simple. If you followed from the beginning, there's not much in there. There's a board, switches, dum-dum-dum-dum. It's fine. It's very easy to do. So, quick cut. I'm not going to show you me putting this back together again, but you'll see a reveal at the end. And this is the controller pre-retro brighting. Very yellow. And here it is afterwards and done. I think you can see there's not a yellow inside. This is ridiculously good. It wasn't that good a day, to be honest. It was quite weird that it was it was sunny to start with. It was cloudy, but it wasn't. The weather forecast was it was going to be cloudy all day. But I took a chance, left it out all day, and absolutely spot on. I mean, it is that easy, really, to do this. You've just got to have the... I want to say the patience. I would just say, just have a bit of faith that it will do its job. The retro brighting with the peroxide, with the yeah, I'm not sponsored by Be Blonde, like I say, but yeah, absolutely spot on. This is as beige as standard Sony Sega Saturn controllers are, and we've been stripping it down as well, get a good clean. It's yeah, it's back for a new lease of life playing games. If anybody's totally thinking that there was different on the settings, on anything changing, yes, this is exactly the same spot, this is exactly the same lighting, this is actually, to be honest, filming it, I think it was exactly the same time of day, but the garage door's shut, the lighting's from above, that's it, there's no television on, this is completely black, so it's exactly the same. So compare it from the bright yellow monstrosity that we have to this is absolutely brilliant. Even down to the, yeah, the controller part here, these two bits just clip back into place. So I'm back into beige. Beautiful beige. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a very standard controller, this one. Nothing much base or the top inside. No massive amount of circuitry and micro switches. It's just an old school press. The yeah, the silicon buttons with the little, yeah, rubberized sort of metallic thing on for pressing on the circuit board. There's that simple, which is makes it all the better to actually have a good result like this is. I've even still got the surface that's on there pretty much. But it's really, really good. I mean, on one level, I think I'd like to do a retrobrighting where I just try to destroy it. I have a red hot day, do something which has gone very yellow and just leave it in the sun for too long to see what happens. But today is not that day. This is another success day. I'm having some really good, results with the peroxide. Did the Atari ST, did the, I think it's Dreamcast, did controller for this. What else have we done? I did the Amiga. I think I did the Amiga, yeah. I tried to do a BBC, and the Acorn Electron I did as well, and none of them have had a problem at all so far. It's absolutely brilliant. So if you want to ever go out, have a try. If you can't, you'll break it, and there's another million more out there anyway, so it's fine. It's not like you're destroying computer history just yet. 50 years time, maybe, but we'll see what happens if ever this channel lasts for 50 years, and we'll see what happens with these controllers if they re-yellow or they go back to, they stay as they are. So, perfect. I'm absolutely blown away by how good it is. It's a really good, really, really good. A rattle. Rattle like they've been made in the 90s, yes. So, yeah, I'm really impressed with that. This goes really well with the grey one that I've got. So, 2-player Sega Saturn, anybody? I've got a few games. So, with that in mind, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Consider being a patron so I can do videos like this. It's not easy doing videos like this. It's trying to get the time, the content, trying to find something. This is easy enough to find anyway, but it's trying to get something new out there and trying to, I don't know, not copy what everybody else is doing. But it's a nice project to do. It's a simple project to do. We just let the sun do its work with the peroxide and let it do its business. There are other methods out there, I fully understand that, but this is the only way that I can do this at this time. I haven't got a big vat or a UV lamp or anything like that, but it does kind of work for just waiting for the perfect day, for the sun to come out and have a go. So, that in mind, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Don't they look pretty together? Aww. Brilliant.